You can hold on to it if you like.
Okay. Anytime you're ready.
Okay. Hi, I'm Pete Farndon.
And I'm Martin Chambers from The Pretenders. Welcome to you in stereo on MTV Music Television.
That was fine. You want another one of those?
Want to do it again?
You want to try that once more?
Sure.
Yeah.
With
Okay,
Felix.
back to the top, please, John.
Okay,
That one.
with
Thank
Felix.
you.
Once more with Felix.
Yeah, at your leisure, anytime.
Hi, I'm Pete Farndon.
And I'm Martin Chambers from The Pretenders. And we're coming to you
in stereo on
MTV Music Television.
Okay, good.
Oh, that was a nice smile. Okay, we'll look at the next one.
Yeah, so it's a really made band almost, even though you hadn't played with Pete. So then you moved to London.
I was in London. I'd always been in London from
So
the
you
end
got
of the
your
60s.
driving school car,
Yeah,
nicked that, took it to London, and then you formed the band.
yeah. I got a job at Baker Street and taught Cherry Booth how to drive, who later became Blair's wife, with her gowns and her big lipstick.
Really?
Yeah, I taught her to drive Baker Street, BSM. So that allowed me to come back to Hereford and get about. I was starting to do auditions for bands, and they were all punk bands. And you've got a drum kit. Yeah, you got a drum kit. Right, 3 o'clock. Yeah, righto. And I'd 3 o'clock, 3:30. I'd be somewhere else with a drum kit because I just wanted to play. The only band that was any good was Gene October's band. What were they called?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Gene was great. He said, "Yeah, you got to get your act together, your style. You got to
Yeah.
get your hair cut and stuff." So when I got together with Chrissy, she cut my hair.
I just worked out what BSM was, by the way. I was thinking it was some sort of euphemism, but it's not. It's British School Motor Night.
You and your brain. This guy's got a crazy
No, it was in the same sentence as Cherry Brewer. I just thought.
Yeah, BSM was Baker Street at
They
that
was
point, and they were all over the country.
cutting
But
her off or something.
I got my Ford Escort, and that's why I found out what was going on, and that's kind of how it worked. And then next thing we know, we're in a rehearsal room. Chris is looking at the wall, going like, "Yep."
Yeah,
Immediate.
she said a lot that she knew that the band had formed when you joined it.
That's it. And then
Yeah.
a couple of months later, we had the single ready for release for '79, and it was probably the last trip to Warner Brothers before they had to print the labels. And that's where I heard the name Pretenders for the first time. Chrissy and Pete had been talking about it the night before. We were in a taxi. I said, "I haven't heard Pretenders, but that's a good name. Sounds established."
Was
Let's
it from?
use it."
Was it from the Great Pretender?
No
the
idea.
single.
No idea, don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I heard.
But that's
That's
how
a
it
good
all
enough name.
it
Who
all
cares where
happened
you get
because
a
we
name from?
needed a name. You know, it's better
Yeah.
than the Rhythm Method, which is I think what Chrissy wanted to call the band, the Rhythm Method.
It wouldn't have been good, would it?
Wouldn't have been good.
Neither one of them words, the rhythm or the method.
No.
No matter how you chop
No,
that
I
up,
think
it ain't.
method, rhythm.
The.
I mean, rhythm, methem. I mean, it doesn't work, does it?
No, you're better off.
Doesn't
with
roll
the-
off the tongue.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think that was a gong moment.
And yeah, why not? We'll have one of them for the Rhythm Method.
And so it was called the.
Rhythm Method. Next contestant, right in here, please.
Okay.
That didn't work. I didn't like that.
Yes, it's time for you to start all of your solving. There's one thing you gotta do. Baby, still want you. Gotta stop stopping the moon. Yeah. Stop it.
Then it seemed to. I mean, I was working at Sly Records when it all started in Parker Street with Gary Crowley, Clive Bates, and you had the manager who had the flat jackets,
Dave Hill.
Dave Hill.
Sure.
Yeah, it just seemed to snowball really quickly. I mean, it seemed like everyone I knew was in a band, and everyone I knew was in a bleeding band that was going places.
Well,
it
it's-
seemed for you guys, you just went.
Well, because first of all, we could all play. It worked straight away. So
Yeah.
First rehearsal, boom. And being Warner Brothers, of course, having a deal with Warner Brothers, we did a little cameos to camera. We did the
But it was
Brass and
real
Pocket
records,
thing.
wasn't it? Real records.
Yeah, but it was under the mantle of Warner's, and then there were a deal done in New York. But the thing is, Warner Brothers brings to the table global
Exposure.
exposure, and they put a little film together. So it was it was a little B feature supporting all the major movies around the world. So it got us out there, and all we had to go out is play and deliver the goods. So that's why we had a lot of cover songs in the first set that we ever played, because the album was 53 minutes. So we played, what did we play? Love Sculpture song, Ding 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 Ding.
David?
Yeah. Anyway, that one. Yeah, with Dave Edmunds song, and you know, we added to it to the thing, and we had an hour show, and we went and we played loads and loads of gigs, which is the way to do it.
I don't mind admitting, I first heard Stop Your Sobbing, which is a Kinks song, performed by Pretenders. Yeah, and now I don't mind admitting it. Yeah, but at the time, I knew it was a Kinks song.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
It suited.
But I didn't. I did.
It really suited.
Yeah,
it
that
worked
was
really
bizarre.
great, and the production Nick
Especially how
did
it
was
turned
great.
out with Chrissy. And
Yeah, for sure. And the Weight,
Yeah.
which was basically a Pete song, and Mackleduff, you know, it's an aggressive song. It's the sort of song I like to play.